So let me revisit November 17th, 2024. I dropped a video called Games That Are Overrated, and the comment section for this video was the most interactive I've ever seen with any other video I released on this channel. I mean, nigga, it was popping in there. I'm talking about niggas going back and forth with each other. And what sparked all these comments is obviously my opinion on the games that are universally loved by many. And on top of that, my opinion was I don't see the appeal for these games that are universally loved. I don't see the appeal at all. And they're just not for me. And in the comment section, I had people who agreed with me and people who disagreed, which is normal because everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So after I saw the feedback I received, I was like, that's pretty cool to see everyone interact with their own opinion. So I decided it was only right to make a video on video games that are underrated, in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first game in series that I think is underrated and people should talk about more is a game I made a video on talking about how it changed my life when I played it as a child. And that game would be Sly Cooper. I mean, this game meant and still means so much to me from the story and the cool gameplay that it has to offer. And the reason I love this game is because even though it is obviously fictional, and when I mean fictional, I mean it's literally a raccoon, a turtle, and a hippopotamus going to different countries and cities robbing other animals to get back what was stolen from Sly's ancestors. I mean, at one point, Sly was flying an airplane. Like, bro, a raccoon is flying an airplane. I mean, I'm telling you right now, in real life, if a raccoon or a turtle or a hippopotamus ever think about running up on me in real life, though, like if they ever come towards me in real life, nigga, they gonna get that switch handed to them. Okay, I'm just joking. PETA, do not call the authorities on me. I promise you I was just joking. But even with this game being fictional, I get it though, because games are meant to be individuals' imagination, whether that's fictional or realistic. But even with the game being fictional, the story of the game has realistic elements from a morals and principles standpoint. Like, for example, when Sly didn't give up on finding and getting back everything that was stolen from him and his parents and what his ancestors fought for, it made me realize as a kid, don't let anyone make you give up on what you're fighting for, because everyone has their own story and things that they want to achieve. And another thing I want to state is, this is the first game where I played multiple times to get every move and every hidden detail the game had to offer unlocked. And while I'm talking about this game, hopefully someone who worked on the previous Sly Cooper games makes a new one, because the last game left us on the biggest cliffhanger of all time, and I still need answers. What the fuck is y'all doing at the people that work for Sly Cooper? I need that fucking Sly 5. It's been hella long, bro. I'm not playing no more. I'm gonna have to make the game myself. They got AI nowadays. I will figure out how to make a game. I'm just playing. They gonna hit my ass with a copyright. But yeah, that's the first game that I think is underrated. The next game in series I want to talk about that I also think is underrated, and I hear a lot of people not talking about it from my perspective and what I be seeing on the internet, is the Dragonballz Z Budokai series. And the reason why I think people don't praise this series of Dragonballz Z games that much is because it gets overlooked by the Budokai Tenkaichi series. And I'm not saying the Tenkaichi series are bad Dragonballz Z games, because I still love them and they hold a special moment in my childhood. And plus, I would just be rage baiting y'all in the comments and everyone else saying that that series of DBZ games are bad, because ain't no way anyone thinks that, especially the third one. That third Dragonballz Z Budokai Tenkaichi game means so much to me and is special to a lot of people who play DBZ games. But I'm just saying, the Budokai series without the Tenkaichi in the name, just the Budokai series from 1 through 3 is just as good as the Tenkaichi series, bro. And to be honest, I think the story modes for the Budokai series were more creative than the Tenkaichi series, especially Budokai 3, where you could, that was the first game where I think you could fly around to different destinations, to different battles, to get different items in the game, like Dragonballz and money, and like different moves that characters can use. Like, I think that was the first game that introduced that feature, and that was life-changing for me as a kid. Like, my mind was blown, bro. Like, that shit was amazing to me. But with all that being said, I feel like the only critique that I feel like people will argue against my opinion is that the Budokai series, especially the third one, the Dragon Rush in the game, like when you go all red and turn Dragon Rush, turn Dragon Rush, it is hard to avoid that in the game. Like, it's hella hard to avoid that. And I feel like the other critique is that I think in the Tenkaichi games, you have way more characters you can play with overall. Like, you have way more characters you could play with than the Budokai series. Like, you feel me? Like, the Tenkaichi series has way more fucking characters, and I feel like that's the only critiques I have. You feel me? So if you love DBZ games and somehow skip this era, skip the era of the Budokai games without the Tenkaichi in it, go play them. I guarantee you will love the games. I guarantee you will. So yeah. The last game I want to talk about that is underrated and a lot of people don't mention, especially for a game that's based on a TV show, is a SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. And I know some people are going to be like, is he dead ass serious? And people are going to be roasting me in the comments like, this nigga got to be trolling. And my answer is, no, my nigga, I'm not trolling. I'm dead ass serious. I feel like this game is underrated because this is one of the best games of all fucking time, bro. When I played this game when I was younger, bro, this is one of the most fun games I've ever played when I was younger, bro. And the reason being, the number one reason is because I love SpongeBob. That's not the number one reason, but a reason is because I love SpongeBob as a kid, and I still love SpongeBob. And if you watching this video don't like SpongeBob, I can't trust you, nigga. On everything I love, I can't trust you if you don't like SpongeBob, but that's besides the point. One of the main reasons I bring this game up is because I feel like they don't make games this good anymore that are based on cartoon shows. And maybe that's me reminiscing on my childhood and nostalgia, but that's just my personal opinion. And another reason why I love this game is because, like I said before, the missions and levels are fun. Like, one of my favorite missions is the hot tub mission, where you just sliding down, where you just sliding in a hot tub on a rock. You just sliding in a hot tub, picking up shit, and the final boss. The final boss was actually fun to beat in this game, bro. Like, this game sums up my childhood, and it sums up the good days in every way possible. So that's the reason why I bring this game up. And I feel like they should make more games like this based on cartoon shows, bro. Like, I feel like they should, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I'm just not tapped in, but yeah, I feel like they should go back to this format and playbook of making games that are based on TV shows or movies. So yeah, that's the last game I feel like is underrated. And with that being said, that's pretty much it for the games I think is underrated from my personal perspective that I grew up playing. And of course, there's more games that I don't think get the credit it deserves, but I just wanted to include the games that meant the most to me and the games that hold some type of value to my childhood. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. And if you don't subscribe, your mom doesn't love you and she thinks you stink and you haven't taken a shower in 3 days. So yeah, subscribe.
Bye, have a great time.